Well, there was disappointment, of course, in the loss. You don't run a race to lose.
Were you disappointed, obviously, that you'd lost the election, but disappointed that you weren't allowed to speak that night?
Not so much disappointed that I wasn't allowed to speak, but disappointed that the explanation that I was given why I wouldn't be able to speak is,
Which was?
A, that VP candidates never give a speech on an election night, and I knew that that was false because I've seen it happen over all the years. In fact, 4 years prior, of course, that had happened. But disappointed too that we didn't take one last opportunity to remind Americans that all of us together need to be able to move forward. United, we will stand as a country, and that's what I wanted to talk about.
This is a question that many people were asking and thinking throughout the campaign. Having 5 children, one a special needs child, and the responsibilities of the office of vice president, and possibly if something happened to the president being president, how are you going to manage all of that? And I know that that is a question that journalists do not ask of men. And I think the reason they don't ask men, because even as evolved as we are as a society, most of the heavy lifting, no matter who is running for office, if it's a male, we know the female is going to be the one in 9 cases out of 10, or 9.9 out of 10, who's taking care of the family. So I feel that's a fair question to ask. How are you going to manage being vice president and find the responsibility of 5 children?
I was asked those questions all along, and my answer was always, I will be able to do this job the same way that the men are able to do this job with 5 kids.
But they have wives.
They have wives, however, things have changed. Things have so changed, at least in my life, with my relationship with Todd. As I said, there's so much equality in our relationship. It never occurred to me that I couldn't do the job because of children. My children are my strength. My children are they allow me to be grounded. They allow me to know at the end of the day what really matters. But my mom had warned me that don't ever think that you can't have it all as a American woman.
I see you,
But
pretty girl.
some things may have to be put on the back burner for a while. And I've gone through episodes of my life where I've had to put things on the back burner.
I see that, pretty
I ran for,
girl.
Lieutenant Governor of Alaska. I lost
Just gave
that
me a little
race.
smile.
You know, you can have it all, you just can't have it all at the same time.
I am a believer in that, but I am a believer in making the choices that are appropriate for you at the time, depending on how you can most efficiently use your time and what your support system is around you. I'm very blessed in that my support system, it would blow you away over if you saw up there in Alaska all the aunties and uncles and grandmas and grandpas. I'm a bit of an anomaly in that respect, I think, so I wouldn't be out there preaching to every woman, yeah, go try to have it all, go try to do it all, unless you have that strong support system around you, because for practical reasons, you do need the help.
So I have to ask you, even after finishing the book, and I read and I was touched that Track called you and said, you know, Mom, no dishonorable discharge, no dishonorable discharge, and he was reluctant about you stepping down. Even after finishing the book, I still don't know why he stepped down.
Track was reluctant because he didn't want anybody to think that I'm a quitter or that